Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is a game on the Pacific Cadmus Edition. This is my play by match against AsuRob, Israeli commander. And for me it is the Empire of Japan. November 11th, 42. Waiting still for a bigger allied push. Kenton once again. Reported, but only the facility. Still proving and checking if there's enemy long range cap. That looks like it's not. More or less successful airstrikes. No attempt from Rob to stop them. I mean, in China there's maybe no supplies left. In India, I'm not so sure. My division tried to leave the hex, but here's Rob focusing everything on this division still in clear terrain. But he's partly striking out of higher altitude. Maybe related to my flak damage I created before. Maybe, but I'm not so sure with what. Overall, I would still say that he is the highest concentration of allied aircraft. But Bundaberg is for me at the end also only a buffer position. So if Rock is busy with Rockhampton and Bundaberg, I'm fine. The rest of the shipping, resources, oil, fuel, supplies, so far without any real threat to be intercepted. Only of course submarines are everywhere. The tanks are of course always faster than all the infantry, and so I can kick them once again. Defenders trying to run away, but it's too slow. The tank regiment will be always faster. So now the tanks trying to storm the city, but here's a full-fledged ready Australian brigade, maybe well digged in. And fort level 3 is not easy to overcome, and this is also triple defense, so that is a very tough spot to take if the defender have enough supplies. So I maybe must siege the city. Goodie. Yeah, my flag was able to damage and down the allied aircraft, but nothing too special. So no lost pilot, no lost airframe, no lost ship or even sinking sound, all fine. Nothing destroyed here, and all is well and fine, I would say. Before I forget it, because there was a question about supply production, you can always see here what is the old empire-wide production for supplies. So supply production is 16,000 by light industry, heavy industry, 11 and a little by light industry. So if you add this up, so it's 17 plus 11, so 28,000 plus 3,000 on top, so 31,000 and a little. 31,000 supplies is on the upper end, I would say, for a standard scenario 1, and this is AR, so more or less the same. So the overall production of supplies is normal and okay or good. The problem is that how much supplies you invest and burn through your settings and your campaign and so on. That is a little misleading because there are many bases here, but you can roughly see that I have really only Tokyo, there are some supplies, Singapore are okay with supplies, and after this I have some bases with 40 or 30,000 supplies, but 30 or 40,000 supplies is so easily consumed that I want to really call it a great situation. The consumption of supplies is mainly driven by, I would also say, how much investment in engine production together with R&D and the build rate and increase of output of airframes. You can invest here thousands, 100,000, a million supplies if you really want, and then you don't have this million supplies somewhere else. But China overall, you can see there's no request on supplies directly, so there's no shortage of supplies, let's say this. But you must always care that you have normally at least triple the requested supplies in your air bases. So 3 times 9 is 7, so I have here barely enough, triple. So you normally want always more to run the training missions on 100% efficiency. Calcutta can produce some supplies, and yes, I have here at least 3 times the supply demand, but not much more in buffer. And you can see there are 200 heavy industry and 400 light industry, so I produce 800 supplies locally in Calcutta, and there's also a little more other stuff, but I would say 1,000 supplies I can produce locally in India, and that is all, and that is not enough to maintain this kind of operations. I must always ship more supplies, and I can get the supplies mainly from the Palembang, Balikpapan, more or less. Tarakan only produce so little supplies, so it doesn't matter. And Soabaya, Singapore produces nearly nothing. Soabaya produce some stuff, but it's also only enough to maintain the situation on Java. So I don't need to ship anything to Java. Well, everyone else requested supplies. So the things are trying in Storm, but yeah, that will be tough because it's triple fort with triple defense with a full ready brigade. So the division is on the way, but a division with it will be barely enough. Normally I need here 2 full divisions and a HQ to storm the city. Or I must siege it. Some supplies, emergency supplies arrived here, so the most critical phase is maybe over. Yeah. There's a big army trying to catch my division, but my division will slip maybe out of the hex. Yeah, we will see. It's this is always this calculation. You can normally walk here in full speed, so we will see. Good, then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.